All right, Jim, thank you very much. Terry Francona, I say it every year, I'm a broken record, but it is my favorite time of the year. I know you as well. Just why is it so special today? I mean, you guys are 6 games in already, but being here at home?
You know, and any opener is pretty cool, but the home opener is special. And for me personally, the longer I'm here, the more you look forward to it because the more it feels like home. And there's just nothing like the home opener. And it's hard to explain, you know, but it's just so special. And, you know, I mean, all the work these guys put in to be able to get your name announced, whether you're a trainer, a clubhouse guy, it's just really special.
Absolutely. How would you say and assess the first 6 games so far? Obviously, you'd like to flip that record. But
yeah, we didn't swing the bats very well at all. You know, as they all are, you lose in 13 on the road, it kind of tears your heart out. But the good thing is the guys have track records. They're going to have to be strong enough mentally to fight out of this as a team. And we will. You know, again, this is an easy team to like. And everybody would love to start out 6-0. That doesn't change one iota how I feel about this team.
Okay, so last year, obviously, that was a tough way to end it, Terry. You told me down in Arizona that was more difficult to deal with than the year before because you didn't have any more games left. How do you expect your team to come back and battle this year?
The same. Whether you like the way it ended or not, you know, you turn the page and you learn from whatever happened and you play the game the way it's supposed to be played. There's only one way to play the game, and that's the right way. I think our guys do a good job of that. In fact, like we were talking about a second ago, we did not swing the bats in that road trip, but we had a chance to win all but the one game that the Angels kind of beat us up a little bit. That's the way you got to play.
You get Michael Brantley back today, and on the hill, you got to love having Carlos Carrasco. I mean, he's set up to have a big year.
I agree. Physically, he's in a good spot. I think mentally, he's in a good spot. And having Brantley back is kind of the heart and soul of our team. That's a big lift for everybody, myself included.
Terry, thank you very much. Good luck today. It's great to be back in Cleveland.
It is, isn't it?
Even though it's a little chilly.
I don't mind it one bit. It's nice to be back. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Terry Francona. Russ, back to you. All right, thanks, guys. Always a pleasure here during the home opener to meet the new guy. We do it every year, and the new guy this year, Yonder Alonso. Yonder, welcome to Cleveland. How about this weather, my friend?
It's good, man. It could be a lot worse, so we're just excited to be here and can't wait for today.
Why is opening day, and I know you already had opening day, but the home opener, why is it so special?
Well, it's for the fans. You know, I think obviously baseball season's still around, although there's still a little bit of basketball going on, but you know, it's a lot of fun. We're excited about it. We feel like we've got a good group of guys who are ready to go, and there's nothing better than obviously opening day here in Cleveland with a win. So that's what we're going for. That's what we're shooting for, and just got to play a clean game and play our game, and everything will be okay.
Yonder at first base today, hitting 7th. Do you care where you're at in the lineup? We've seen you in different spots.
Yeah, it doesn't matter for me. I mean, as long as we get the W, we do our part. That's all that matters.
How about your start so far? The big grand slam that had to be exciting. 2 homers so far. Do you like where you're at? The average, you know, obviously the average needs to go up for the whole team at this point.
Yeah, I think it's early, and as long as we keep working into the right direction, obviously having good at-bats, having grinding at-bats, everything will take care of itself. So so far it's been good. Just got to continue to work, play, and make sure focusing on the little things, and you know, everything else will be okay.
These last 2 years for Indians fans and the Indians organization have been phenomenal, but they haven't gotten over that hump to win it all. Seeing them from afar and now being on the team, why do you think this year you guys can get it done?
Well, I think our defense has improved a lot too. So I think defense is the number one thing. Obviously, the pitching staff is kind of still the same. So we got to, you know, do all the little things, man. We got to hit in timely times when the game is pretty tight. And other than that, just play our game, make sure that we're taking care of the little things. I think once we take care of the little things and we don't look too far ahead, things are going to be okay.
Why was Cleveland the spot for you?
The winning environment, you said it. I mean, they built something very special here, and for me it was an easy pick to come here and obviously be a part of these guys, just do my thing, and hopefully get to that next step and win it.
Nice to have that pitching staff behind you as well.
It's really nice.
Instead of going against them.
Amen.
All right. Yonder Alonso, the newest Indian here, and we hope to see maybe a grand slam today.
We'll see.
That'd be nice, huh? The home opener. All right, Russ, Sarah, back to you. All right, Will, thank you very much. Senior Vice President Bobby DiBiasio joins me. This never, ever gets old, does it?
Never, ever, and it's amazing. This is year 25, David, and this ballpark. It's gone by in the blink of an eye.
It really has, and there's so much history here in those 25 years, hasn't it?
Well, 16 winning seasons. We've been to the postseason 10 times. 2 of our 3 100-plus win seasons are in this ballpark. Just some obviously countless memories. But when you really think about it historically, the 118th home opener in franchise history as a member of the American League. And just think about that. Back to 1901, we've been doing this, almost every April. Some of those openers were in May. But every spring, we're doing home opening day. We're certainly an institution in the city of Cleveland.
Yeah, I'll never forget being part of 70, 80,000 people over at the old place. But, always walking in here, when I was younger, I felt like I was kind of walking into Cedar Point because you went from that to this, and this was incredible. This is, 40 years for you now.
Yeah.
What memory stands out for you the most as far as home openers go?
Well, as a working guy with the Cleveland Indians, 1979 was my first opening day. Rick Waits threw a one-hit complete game shutout against the Boston Red Sox. He was throwing a no-hitter into the 6th inning. And then I'd have to say the opening of this building when we had President Clinton throughout the ceremonial first pitch. I had the honor of escorting him to pitcher's mound to throw out the first pitch, and I'll share with you. That night, the Arkansas Razorbacks were playing in the national championship for hoops. So he was flying from here to Philadelphia to watch Arkansas try to win the national title. So I asked him, between the foul line and to pitcher's mound, I said, you got room on Air Force One for a guy who likes basketball to go with you tonight? And he looked down at me, a big imposing man. He looked down at me and he goes, not a chance.
Not a chance.
That's a heck of a memory.
That is one
on the first day. Other one on that one, Bob Feller's the only pitcher to throw a no-hitter on opening day in the history of baseball. Randy Johnson is throwing a no-hitter against the Cleveland Indians on the very first day of this building. And Bob is pacing the press box. He's getting antsy. He goes running in. Chris Berman and ESPN were doing the game. He runs right into their broadcast and goes standing next to Berman and just yells out, you know who has the only opening day no-hitter? Right at that moment, honest to goodness, because I went in to grab him to get him out of there. Right at that moment, Sandy gets a base hit to right field. Bob turned around, walked away smiling.
He did what he had to do, right?
He jinxed it.
Boy, you could do this for hours, couldn't you?
Oh, there's so many wonderful memories.
You have great stories. Yeah. Bobby D, thank you so much
for
Dave. Joining me, and hopefully we get it done today.
Yeah, go try.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Russ, Sarah, back to you.
Incredible memories and more to be made.
Hi, Dave. Hey, Jim, thank you. Trevor Bauer here. Jim, I wish everyone at home could have witnessed the last couple minutes with Trevor here. It would have been great television, but we'll try to do it here now live. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. I bet you wish you were pitching today. No?
I didn't hear the question. What was it?
I bet you wish you were pitching today. Trevor pitches tomorrow.
Yes. Home opener. I think today's actually nicer weather-wise than tomorrow's supposed to be.
Well, we can ask Betsy that. That's not my...
I don't know. That's just what I hear. I just generally assume that my day to pitch is going to be the worst weather day out there, so I'm prepared for it. But yeah, I mean, home opener, fans always get super excited to come out, expecting a full house, all the excitement for baseball season, so it should be a really fun night.
And just great to be here. I mean, after spring training and then, a couple other cities, now we're finally here.
Yeah, home confines, our own locker room, normal routine, comfortable routine. And not in a hotel. So a lot of guys don't, they have their own houses here and stuff like that. So you get to sleep in your own bed. And it's good to be home.
I felt like in Goodyear we had a nice conversation, worked on a story on you, and I felt like you really opened up, maybe more so than ever before. And part of that is, do you feel like you're in just the best place you've been with the Indians?
Yeah, for sure. I finally feel like I'm going to be able to contribute up to my expectations for myself. So I feel a lot more comfortable. Also, I'm another year older and just more comfortable with the teammates and the staff and all that different stuff. So
I'm not going to ask you about the pitching staff because we all know it's the greatest in baseball, right? I mean, We agree on that. So let's talk about your charity. I feel that you deserve the time now to tell everyone about that because it is really an outstanding thing.
Yeah, so it started off, I ended up making more in arbitration than I wanted to. just due to the system and stuff like that. So I decided to take the difference between what I'm making this year and what I wanted to make this year and open it up and give it back to the community. And the best way to do that was to get suggestions from local Clevelanders and just baseball fans around the country for their charity of choice. And then try to give to as many of them as possible to raise as much awareness for them. We've had like 4,200 emails, I think, submissions. Some charities have been suggested like over 200 times. Some of them only suggested once, but we're combing through all the emails and trying to pick out some diverse different charities. So a couple for cancer awareness and a couple for military and a couple for children and animals and just different stuff to try to bring awareness to as many different areas as possible.
That is outstanding. Love to hear that. Good stuff. Trevor, thank you so much for being here. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's great stuff, isn't it, Jim? Back to you.
Thanks very much, Dave.